right, Coach. Just give us your thoughts on these last 2 weeks. I know the last one it's a tough one. You dropped the first 2 sets, but then you close out the the next 3 to win the game.
We actually won the first set
I'm sorry, yes.
on Saturday, so it wasn't as bad as that. But we St. Mary's is a good team, and they have really changed what they've done. They had a bunch of injuries on their team, so they had to really reinvent themselves, and so it was good to see our team kind of recover from a couple of sets that we didn't play the way we normally play, and I saw this on the way home, and I thought it was perfect. I told my team going into set 4, down 2-1, I'm like, listen, we have to get back to doing the things that we do, and I saw this quote the other day, and it was awesome. It was like, do you want to be the team that feels the pressure, or do you want to be the team that applies the pressure, and I didn't say that in the moment because I didn't see it until after the match, but that's really what I kind of told them. I'm like, we have let off the gas, and they have started to feel confident because we're not applying pressure, and it starts from the service line, and it leads into our first contact, how we pass the ball, how we are able to run our offense. So I was really pleased at our response to that, because we very easily could have just laid right down, but this team, the leadership, the seniors, this group, they got grit, and they want to win. They see what's at stake, and they know that every team is out there, gunning for them. So they responded really well. So I was really pleased about that.
How do you feel about the 2 matches coming up this week?
Kind of a similar situation as this past week. Cameron's coach, I don't know if he left or was let go, but they're brand new. St. Ed's was the same thing, and I told my team they're going to respond 1 of 2 ways. They're either going to be like, and just pack it in, or they're going to come out and try to win for their new coach. And they came out blazing. It was a great match. Their record doesn't indicate what kind of team they are, and so we're in a similar situation this week. Cameron, they're playing for their assistant coach, and they really like that person, so they went 5 with Oklahoma Christian this weekend, and they haven't gone 5 with anybody, so it's just one of those things. You can be the best team out there, but if you're not playing at where you need to play, the ability that you typically have, you can lose. So obviously, it's the end of the year. It's really important. Things are winding down for a lot of teams, but we want to gear up. We don't want to wind down. So really important matches. Excited to be at home for our last 4 for sure. But yeah, definitely important.
What did you say that maybe this 5-setter with St. Mary's kind of gave your team a little quick, another reality check as you head down to the final stretch and into playoffs?
Yeah. I don't know a better way to say that. Like I said, everybody's out to get you, when you're on top and you're doing things well. So you have to bring your A game all the time, and that's hard to do, night in and night out. And so we really responded to that, and I think that our team, understands that we have that ability, but I don't think we want to count on that ability. We want to set the tone early and maintain that tone. So yeah, it's a reality check is probably I don't know if I would say it that way, but more of a just like, hey, we got to do our thing. We got to play our style. We got to take care of things on our side of the net for us to be successful. So definitely glad to come out with a win there, though.
How heavily do you guys lean on the senior leadership from Evelyn Torres when you guys have such star athletes at the freshman position like Demi Carter and Sydney Thornton?
Yeah, well, Evelyn, Callie, Adeline, those are 3 kids that they're all seniors or grad students, and they're our rocks right now. They're playing steady. Evelyn every week, she's just putting up great numbers and doing awesome things on the court for us. Adeline puts the ball where it needs to be. Callie's, first or second in the league at digs per set. Nobody wants to serve her because she passes the ball on the money almost every time. Those 3 have really set the tone to allow, those freshmen and some of our sophomores to really step up and fill some roles. You can't do it without good leadership, without people doing their jobs, and so really proud of them for doing that. We've got some We've got like Jaden Woolley, who has a smaller role on our team, but like she's out there fighting every chance she gets, you know, and sets that tone in practice and with our players and talks to them, and you know, so it's not just on the court, it's off the court. You know, it's a whole, you know, everybody throws that word culture around, but that's really what it's about, you know, and how your team responds to challenges on the court, how they respond to challenges off the court. It's all from your leadership on your team, and so far we've done pretty well in that area. So really proud of them for that.
Do you feel part of the schedule that you guys were given this year with so many road trips has kind of helped strengthen that bond between the players?
Well, we had some adventures on those trips for sure, you know. So yeah, I think absolutely. I wouldn't want to do it all in a row again, you know. But absolutely, I think, you know, being stuck on the side of a road for 4 or 5 hours with a bunch of people, you get to know them a lot differently, you know, and I just think it just made us stronger.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.